Well, I'm very happy that you're organizing the LED Summit, because clearly this is a technological opportunity which really would make a major difference to the efficiency of energy use throughout this country. As you're aware, we spend a lot of, as you're aware, we certainly use a lot of electricity for lighting purposes throughout this country, and technological innovations such as the use of LED can make an enormous difference in bringing about an improvement in the efficiency of energy use in the lighting application. And it's for this purpose, in fact, my institute, TERI, which is very active in promoting lighting through renewable sources in rural areas. We've covered close to 3,000 villages in the country through our Lighting a Billion Lives campaign. And we use LED in all the systems that we are promoting in rural areas. I personally believe there's no reason to allow a gap in terms of technology between urban and rural locations. We are now connected worldwide, and we certainly are getting connected in rural areas in this country as well. And therefore, I think there should be no restrictions and no gap in terms of the use of efficient technologies. And I hope the summit will be a useful forum where opportunities for the future will also be discussed, and as a result, LED technology can be promoted on a large scale. Thank you.
Towards the success of this program in terms of support from our side?
The LABL campaign?
Yes, sir.
Well, I mean, frankly, there is a huge need for improved technology in rural areas. As you know, people are going without any lighting, and those who have lighting are essentially using kerosene or candles or very primitive devices by which you get very poor quality lighting in the home. And therefore, what we are really doing is meeting a certain demand which exists on a large scale. And if you're promoting new technology, then you really should ensure that you use the most efficient methods by which energy is produced and utilized for a particular purpose. And that's what the LABL campaign really represents.
And how do you think you've succeeded in implementing this campaign?
Essentially we've succeeded essentially by involving people, creating entrepreneurs at the grassroots level, and with an emphasis on customization of technology that would ensure a perfect fit between the technology that's being provided and the needs that it's trying to satisfy. So I think these are general principles that you have to follow in any sort of rural activity that you're trying to carry out in our villages.
How affordable is a solar LED lantern that you're providing?
Well, solar technologies are now very, very affordable, and in fact, even with microgrids, which we are now implementing on a growing scale, we are using LED systems for those as well. And people are paying for the service that they get by way of lighting and a little bit of electricity for running an improved cook stove with a forced draft. People are paying enough such that the entrepreneur who's investing in a microgrid has a payback period of less than 2.5 years. So actually people are in some cases spending more on kerosene than they would with some of these options, and therefore it's very attractive in economic terms.
So you've successfully already implemented this campaign in 2,000 villages, as you said. How many other villages are you targeting in the future?
Well, we have said lighting a billion lives, and not all of it will be done by us. We expect that others will pick up this model and replicate it, and that's happening. We are not going to stop till everybody in this country has proper and clean lighting in their homes. So we have a long way to go, and we're not going to stop before we get there.
Okay. How else do you think we can implement the amalgamation of LED and solar together? In what other forms do you think we can bring this across?
I suppose in all forms of lighting. I mean, wherever you're going to use any form of energy, it's essential that you use the most efficient lighting device, and LED certainly gives you that option.
How do you think the LABL campaign has changed the lifestyle of villagers?
It makes an enormous difference. Firstly, I think there are health benefits, because even the fumes from a kerosene lantern can be very, very harmful for women, for children. So there's a major health benefit. There's a safety aspect, because kerosene can easily spill over, can cause a fire. There's no such danger with this device. Children are able to do their homework. People who are working in their homes can extend their working hours. So there's a multiple set of benefits, and homes are much cleaner. You don't have any soot which is depositing on the walls. So there's a whole range of benefits from this.
Thank you so much.